What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bay Rats and Buoys. We are live at the Jacob Javits Center for the 2026 New York Boat Show. And I have the pleasure of sitting here with somebody you all know. You've seen his videos on the internet. They were not just viral, they were incredible. And I can't wait to show some of them with you. You're going to see them here on the podcast. I'll show you the videos because Eric, who was just standing in my booth, was actually on his 38 outrage. He's in my fishing club. And he says to me, Gage, there were 400 jet skis behind me in the Hudson River, and he had it all on film. He was recording. Awesome. You guys were jumping the wakes. I'm sitting here with James, a.k.a. White Boy, from the NYC Pirates. So welcome to the show, James.
What's up, guys? Awesome. How you doing? What's up? What's going on?
That's it. Say what's up to the loyal listeners. We got a lot of people out there. They're going to love your segment because let me tell you, you guys... You know, everybody sees you out there and they think, it's going to be crazy, but they don't realize you guys have a good cause. You raise money for good things. There's a lot of good behind what you do. So
definitely.
Let's let them know. So when did this start? It started way back in like 17, 18?
2017 we actually started it. And now it's still going. We took 1 year off during COVID, which I believe was 2019. But other than that, we were on since then. The first year we did it, you had a lot of guys come out, but it was our first year, so we kind of like winged it a little bit.
Of course, everything you wing it.
Yeah, first time we just said, hell with it, let's see what happens. And man, it actually came out amazing, and it just brought awareness to the whole jet ski lifestyle. You even had guys with jet boats and regular boats coming out.
Just to spectate and see it because it was a big scene. It was a big deal.
Yeah, man. Like
How many jet skis were for the first one? How many have?
I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely a lot in the beginning. It was definitely, I would have to say, over 300 as well.
Wow.
Yeah, because you know what it is. You got about right now in New York, you have about 30 teams, and throughout the teams, you have maybe, if you think about it,
20, 30 guys in a team,
20 to 50 guys, depending on what team and how new they are and stuff like that.
Hundreds of them.
Easily, you could get hundreds of people. No problem.
And they're all tuned up. These things are quick.
Yeah, these guys got some jet skis that's fast.
What do you think the top speed out there is?
Well, they got a world record right now. I think it's like 145 or 147, which is flying. Yeah, and you're on the water, man. So that's
dude. You're doing 50.
Fast.
I'm in Eric's 38 outrage. You're doing 55, and you think that's fast on a boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, imagine on a jet ski and you hit a wave, man. You're gonna. I hope you have some nice draws on because you might stain them a little bit.
That's it. Because back in the late 90s, I had a Sea-Doo Bombardier that did like 62 top end. They were doing Supermans off of it. You don't realize 62 was fast on the water. But now we're talking about doubling that speed.
Oh, yeah. You better hold on, man.
But these things have brakes now. Like the technology is incredible.
Technology is incredible. You got reverse. Back in the day, you guys didn't have reverse.
No.
Yeah, and there's also 2-stroke. Now it's 4-stroke. You got 4-cylinder supercharged or turbocharged
turbos.
Skis. Yeah, some of these guys running turbo nitrous. They're big money. They're running like 40 to 50 pounds of boost on these jet skis, and they're all tuned up, bigger injectors, big fuel pumps, all fully built motors. They changed the jet nozzle, the impellers, anything you can imagine. It's done to the jet skis.
Yeah. And they fly.
Oh, they fly.
I remember I told you we were talking about Hemstock, and not to get off subject, but I saw these things going across the Great South Bay and get to a bridge and hit the brakes.
Oh yeah. That's the new ones. They got like once you hit the brake, the bucket in the bag drops down, so it kind of catches like. Almost like if you've seen, like, being that you're a fisherman, you drop those little bags in the water to kind of slow you down on the drift, right?
Well, I know the bucket. I'm a Sea-Tow captain. I have a jet boat, so I drive a Jet Amal boat. So when I turn the bucket, I could spin. Oh my God! You drop that bucket, it's so cool.
So how
and they spin on a dime. It's like unbelievable.
It's amazing.
It's so cool.
With this technology nowadays is cool, man.
In fact, we were talking about Sea-Tow Western because you're friends with Greg over there. Greg. He's in your marina.
Yep, Greg.
And the Western fleet is all jet boats.
Yep. It's cool, man. And those things are actually pretty amazing. The horsepower that some of them have.
Oh, yeah.
And then right up on the beach if you need to.
Because we need torque, and it's tough to get torque with those, but you need torque to pull somebody off the beach.
Yeah, that, and especially some of these strong currents. If you're coming out of like Hell's Gate or something like that, man, it's tough.
Yeah. What's the building you got to aim for there in Hell's Gate? What do they call it? There's a mansion that you aim for.
They got one in the middle.
It'll come to me.
I don't remember the name. I know what you're talking about.
Yep. Because the current's ripping over there.
Yeah, oh man, it's
so I drive a Zodiac with twins. They put Suzuki's on my boat this year, and I drive one of those towboats that, I mean, this thing flies.
What are you guys doing, about 45?
I jump wakes.
Right?
Yeah, I'm up around 40, 45.
Yeah, those things boogie.
Yeah, and I only have twin 150s on the back. It's not like I'm rocking, big 300s and stuff.
Or nothing, but it's still moves.
But it's still boogie. But it's got to have that torque to pull a boat in low gear.
Oh, of course.
Because I'm pulling
especially
some
off
big boats.
The beach, man.
Yeah.
Some of these people, whether it's beach or rocks, I seen them the low tide or moon tides. These people getting stuck, and I'm looking at you like, damn, sorry, buddy, but you're gonna be there for about a few hours.
And people never think of this, and it happened to me this year. We actually had, I towed a few wave runners, and they take on water.
Oh yeah.
I have to be careful when I'm towing them not to flip them and do certain things because.
Oh yeah, they tow on water. Actually, Sea-Doo is one of them that supposedly when you're supposed to tow it, you should there's a way to raise the IBR. They got a few buttons on the handlebars. You raise the IBR because technically, if you ride fast, I know like some jet ski you can ride fast because it's lightweight, but you're supposed to tow the Sea-Doos a little slower because it will force water into the motor and it'll sink.
That's why I'm saying this. It's a special way that I can't go fast and pull them up on plane. You think you could just cruise? It was like I had to be careful.
It will go down.
So good news is I haven't sunk any wave runners, but I did go rescue some that were bow up and just the bow was floating and that.
It happens.
And you know what's how hard it is to open that gate, to open up the hatch to get in there to even. Oh my God!
It's a pain in the butt, man. We go through it all the time, especially I'm not gonna lie. I started off I was a big Cowie guy. I switched to Sea-Doo, but
so you made the change.
Yeah, I made the change in the jet ski world. It's always a bunch of ball busting shit talk, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, trash
if you're
talking.
a Cowie guy, my guys, everybody talks stuff because if you look on a lot of forums or Facebook or Instagram, they always making fun of the Sea-Doos. They sink.
That's right.
They got the carbon seals and stuff like that go bad, and there's nothing you could do and. You're taking water right away, it's going down. The only thing that keeps it flow is that little air pocket in the front.
Right.
So it's nose up,
Yep. So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Now, Corey's got one too, and you get a little rock in the impeller, and it's like...
You're stuck and you messed up. Yeah, bro.
And now I got to go tow you just because you went too close to the beach and we're playing. You just did the wrong thing. Made the wrong move. And it's human error. It happens.
It happens.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Nope. Listen, if you're in that hobby and you're in that water life, you're bound to go into some type of problem. Something's going to happen. You just better know what to do in any situation, I could say,
We had the two Sea-Doo Bombardiers tandem trailer. One of the steerings went on it while we were out there. We used fishing line to run through to now we were able to. We didn't want to get off the water. We're like, it still works. We put fishing line through the steering so that we could we could turn it. It was,
man.
So all the fixes. You gotta be creative out there.
Oh, definitely. But you know what? Those times make it fun and it gives you a great experience. It gives you a good time and you definitely a lot of laughs later on.
Now let's talk about your event because this event has grown. In the you said you started it and it grew from the 300 and now you have even a few hundred more that come to this event. But you raise money for good causes. Tell the people about that a little bit because
definitely. We gave money to the Coast Guard. A lot of people don't appreciate from the Coast Guard to the police boats to FDNY. I believe they're really important on the water because whether somebody falls off a boat is sinking, a jet ski's sinking, boat accidents, boat fires.
They're going to be the first municipality to respond.
First guys, and even, believe it or not, even you guys too, because I see you guys actually respond sometimes
our
first,
response time is unbelievable.
You guys are amazing as well because, believe it or not, between you guys, Cito and Tobo US, I have to say it.
Yeah.
You guys are usually first on scene, if not, the other emergency vessels. And no matter what boat comes first, everybody's ready there to save somebody's life.
That's right.
And those seconds could definitely save somebody's life.
Channel 16, the minute I hear a boat taking on water, I was just talking about it with the guys here. And I said, we get on plane out of the harbor. We are flying out of the harbor to be the first one to get to that boat to get a pump on. We are on my way there. I'm already prepping the pumps and getting things ready. So I am just dropping it on and trying to get that water as fast off as possible.
Oh yeah, listen, man. I've seen it all. I've seen boats sink. I've seen boat fires. Actually, City Island. I was on that gas dock when that boat exploded.
Wow.
Yeah, I was there. The gas attendant got hurt. One of my buddies on a jet ski that was pumping fuel got hurt. Pretty scary stuff, And like I said, these guys who come.
The responders, the first responders,
is amazing.
So you donate money and you do you have a good cause.
We'll donate money to the Coast Guard because they're one of considered one of the branches in the military, and we have friends in the Coast Guard. We appreciate what they do, and now we started to also donate money towards the people for cancer, who have cancer and stuff like that. And which is pretty cool too. Any way we can help out anybody in a situation, especially kids, man, because you see kids, with cancer, and it kind of hurts. And
that's tough to look at. It's tough for me.
Yeah,
I have 4 kids.
Yeah.
So you think of that, and it's just somebody's
It's
going,
hard.
some family's going through some struggle.
It's definitely hard. And with my team, we also do a lot of fundraising stuff. We've been to hospitals. We donated toys. My vice president of my team, he's a little heavy set, so we put him as Santa Claus. He wears glasses and stuff, so he kind of fit the prescription pretty good.
That's awesome.
So we did that.
Is he over in your booth today?
No, he's not here today.
Okay.
Maybe he'll come by this weekend. But if he does, I'll introduce you to him. We have a lot of guys on our team that care for kids, and we do a lot of things for kids. Like I said, we did the hospital, we did coat drives, we do turkey drives,
Right.
we do some things in the Bronx with kids who are like back to school, which we give away book bags. We did Easter egg hunts.
You got to give back to the community.
Yeah, listen, man, and you know what it is? Anything for the kids, which to us means something special, because some kids really don't have it, and some of us guys grew up. I'm not gonna say we struggled. Some did, some didn't.
Right.
Some actually have it good, some don't. But hey, listen, you know what? You've seen what some of your friends go through in life growing up, and if you have a time or place that you can help somebody, why not help somebody? Especially kids, because kids don't know no better. They're innocent, and if they don't have the right family or the right guidance, you want to try to help them out and do the right thing, give them a little hope,
To be a mentor, and if you can't donate the time and energy to that, you could always donate money to help these causes, which
Yes.
is what you're raising money to do good things.
Yes, we always look for sponsorships. So down the line, if anybody want to sponsor, let us know. We actually do we just bring it now for the first year to upstate New York. We did New York Jet Ski Showdown. We actually sponsored suicide prevention.
Wow.
So anything we do, we try to do it with a meaning.
That's right. There's a cause. There's a cause behind it. Now,
Definitely.
do you have a website that you want to plug? Because let the people know. Because
we have nycpirates.org. Instagram is NYC Pirates. We sell merch. You can check us out, see what we do. A lot of people know us as big boat parties. They could be calm and chill vibes, or they could be wild and crazy. It depends what party you go to and what we're shooting for that day.
Yeah.
We ride all over. We go all over the place. We meet a lot of people. We get a lot of invites from different teams. We go from Florida, Miami, Bahamas. We go to the Keys. We ride in all the springs in Florida. We go off-road events. We do a lot of different stuff other than jet skiing, but we do fishing as well too. Because I mentioned you said fishing.
So me and you were gonna get together on your boat.
Yeah, let's
in
do
the
it.
New Rochelle area. We're gonna do a podcast on your boat.
Let's do it.
And promote it to your crowd.
Let's do it.
And
That'd be
mine
awesome.
as well. That's how we're going to collaborate in 2026.
2026.
That's why you're sitting here
Pay
right now.
attention.
It's so cool. Now, were you guys at the boat show last year?
We did, but we did not have a tent up last year. We didn't have a booth last year. We actually decided to do it this year because out of all the jet ski teams, nobody's done it. And you know what? We like to keep the jet ski world going. We like to, focus on trying to make events and keep everybody, in the loop and keep everybody motivated. Because sometimes, people go through stuff. They got family, they got jobs.
There's
and
distractions. Life is full of distractions.
Exactly.
And
But you got guys like myself and my team that want to keep it live. You want to keep people still interested. You want to keep that water life
exciting and fun
exactly.
and somewhere to
Something
go
do
to.
Exactly.
So it's funny you say that. Now, last year was my first year here as a podcast. I was the only podcaster here. I had a 10 by 10 booth. You could see we've grown into a little bit bigger.
No, I like this.
So
it's cool.
yeah, we were laughing on the way here. We had to bring our own shaggy
I
rug.
like
So
the rug,
we
man.
changed
I was looking at
on
it.
the way here. We changed the name. We're going to be Bay Rats and Bougie this year. We got Bougie on you guys. But, we created a fishing club, and like you said, so we're always innovating. We started a fishing league this year for anybody in the Long Island Sound,
Oh, nice.
New York or Connecticut. They can go sign up and get into the league. Right now, we made the website live yesterday, just in time for the show.
Nice.
So it's really cool. We're always, like we're trying to do new things and bring the community together
That's
to
cool.
have more reasons to compete in fishing and not just a tournament.
I like that. I like that.
So it's 8 months long. It goes from April 15th to December 15th. and you fish every month. There's a featured species, and you don't have to rush your fish back to a weigh station.
Yeah.
We made it so you could measure the fish, and you're going to get points. And as you accumulate points all season long, that's how the leaderboard is going to be ranked.
Oh, okay, nice. So
And-
you could even do like a catch and release. You don't even have to keep the fish,
So
correct?
so it's funny you say that. Bay Rats and Buoys hosted its first striped bass invitational last year. I had 20 boats register my first tournament.
Wow.
We tagged 65 striped bass for conservation.
Nice.
It was a tag and release tournament. So in the league, there's actually bonus points for tagging and releasing fish.
Nice,
So you'll get
nice.
more points if you're going to tag and release because it's good for the fish.
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
trying to keep the fishery moving, growing, and do the best I think, the best I could. For
I
it.
like that. I like that. My father is a big fisherman, and I've been on the water since 2 months old. It sounds crazy, but my dad raised me. We were
That's
going
awesome.
to Montauk fishing. He'd take me on. At the time, he had a 28-foot Chris Craft. Now he has a
That's a nice
38-foot. Yeah, back in the day, it was good. Did something decent.
That's a James Bond boat.
Yeah,
It
was nice. It was nice. And now we got a 38-foot Uniflight, and we would go to Montauk every year. We go for shark and tuna. We
Nice.
go for the big fluke and striped bass and
Yep.
everything. And now back in the obviously in the Long Island Sound locally, we go for the regular stuff: fluke, porgies, blackfish. One of the guys actually in the marina in New Rochelle did a blackfish tournament, and I said, "Hey man, listen, I like that because besides the bluefish tournament that everybody joins, you
Yeah.
know, like it's something else different. Is bringing the marina together, people, like the little fishing community. It's cool stuff like that. People don't realize how much you could do and bring people together and benefit from it.
You have a club.
Yep.
So we created the Bay Rats and Buoys Club to compete against other clubs.
That's cool.
The club didn't know I was going to release a league at the boat show. So,
Oh, wow.
it's like I took that to a whole new level. But I'm very excited about the club because now I get to challenge the NYPD Fishing Club and all the other clubs that fish in the
That's
Long
cool.
Island Sound.
I didn't even know NYPD had a fishing club, man.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
they?
yeah, yes. In fact, I'm going to be at the OPEG Fire Department Marine Expo next Saturday, January 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And they're actually going to be in attendance at that. So I'm pretty excited to talk to them for the first time.
Oh, that's cool.
And be able to challenge them maybe in April. We can get out there and have a competition right out of the gate.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that is something that make you look forward towards the weekend, through the week. You have a hard.
You have a
work
reason
week.
to work hard.
Yeah,
Work
exactly.
hard, get it over with.
That's
and,
it, and go have fun.
And let's get on the water.
That's it.
Because that is where I'm there 7 days a week. So in fact, I made my job. I wanted to be on the water so much. I made my job full time on the water.
That's
Got my
awesome.
captain's license, started a fishing charter company.
That's
Got
nice.
my commercial tow, went to work for Steve
Everything.
Tow, and just want to be on the water 7 days a week and get paid. That's it.
Listen. You're on the right path, man. Listen, I love the water. That's my happy place. I'm a certified diver. I do boat parties. I'm in the jet ski world. I love the water.
It's your life. It's a salty life, man, and we love
that's it. Soul life. That's it. Ain't nothing better.
There really isn't. And I'm so excited that when you came over to the booth before, I'm sorry we were busy, but I'm so happy that you were still going to be here to get you on. That's why I said, let's get you on today because I didn't know if you were going to be here for all 5 days of the show. Are you going to be here?
I'm going to come back Saturday. I have a few things to do with work and stuff like that, but I'll be
Okay.
back Saturday for a little while during the day. Hopefully some other guys will be here. Everybody's working. Some guys live up in Connecticut, upstate, so it's hard to get everybody here together, but
So
definitely is worth getting everybody here and meet you guys, and everybody's here to network and
yeah, and collaborate like we're doing
Collaborate.
now. And if you guys want to come see James, a.k.a. White Boy, you're going to check him out in his booth for the NYC Pirates. They have an awesome booth set up. You're going to know it's them the minute you walk by. I'll tell you that right now. It's one of the coolest booths. And we're bragging about our booth this year. We got bougie. It's a good booth. We're proud of it. We put a good little set together for the podcast. And I'm really excited that you came on and joined us this year. I really am.
No,
James.
definitely. Listen, and first of all, I'm definitely loving this rug. Definitely love this. Once I stepped on, I was like, man, look at these guys. These guys are fancy over here. But definitely, we're gonna definitely hang out this summer, whether it's fishing or hanging out on a boat. Hanging out, talking shit, and living the soul life, man.
Exactly. Corey's got a pretty fast jet ski. You two already got something in common on the side. I know about that.
Listen.
But he's got a fast jet ski. You're gonna love to.
We're
see
gonna bring
this.
him out, man. We're gonna bring him out. We might recruit him.
We're
to the
gonna
Pirates.
recruit him
to the Pirates, man.
He looks like a pirate too.
Yeah, listen, definitely. You guys got some good stuff going on over here. I'm liking it, man.
This is awesome.
Definitely.
I appreciate you coming on, James. So,
Definitely.
is there anything you want to tell the people to close it out?
Yeah, listen.
Go to the website.
We check out the website. Check out the Instagram. There's a lot of new riders or anybody from boats or jet skis coming to the water. it's good to join up with teams. Not even our team specifically. There's other teams on the water. You know, depending where you're from, you might want to ride with guys in Jersey, you know, guys upstate, guys where you're from, Florida, Massachusetts, Connecticut. There's different teams other places.
The Bahamas.
Everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
It's good to join teams and, you know, get affiliated with people even like yourself because, listen, you miss out when you're just a basic guy just going out on the boat, staying to yourself, whatever. You know, network, meet people, come out, see the fun things to do. You know, there's fishing tournaments, there's fishing clubs, there's jet ski clubs, there's boat clubs, there's events on the water from back in the day from Hemstock, which I think we should all, everybody from Long Island, if you're listening or seeing this, we should all work on coming to bring that back. That was an amazing event, and I'll personally put every jet ski team in New York behind that if we could
make something like that happen.
Something like that happen
go.
again, even if you need a a cleanup team afterwards. I'll personally take the initiative to put guys together to come help clean that up in the water, on land, and stuff like that. You know, that's something to bring a lot of people together. And when you take stuff like that away from people, I don't think
it affects the industry.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's always good to bring more boaters and everything together because not only do you learn boaters etiquette, but you actually create a bigger family and a lot of respect for one another, whether it's jet ski or boaters or stuff like that. It's good to bring all these guys together,
100%.
Fishing tournaments, jet ski events, boating events. You know, they got music events that go on in the water, whether it's in lakes or in the sound or stuff like that. Let's continue. Everybody out there that's doing some type of podcasting, events, teams, tournaments, let's bring it together. If we all need to network and sit down one day, go out to dinner, grab a couple of drinks or something, let's do that and keep this motivation going so we could keep this water life, lit. Let's do it.
You know what I say to that?
But
Amen,
brother.
You know,
amen.
That's the way to close out the podcast right there. That's how we're going to bring the whole water community together, guys. You heard it right here at the 2026 New York Boat Show at the Jacob Javits Center. Come in and check out NYC Pirates and also stop by the booth for Bay Rats and Buoys. We'll be happy to give you a sticker. And maybe you join the fishing club or join a fishing league, whatever you want to do, or you jump in and try to be a member of the NYC Pirates. How do they do that if they wanted to? If like Corey wanted to be a pirate now, what do we got to do?
So what we usually do is we got you got to have a boat or a jet ski pretty much, and we charge $200 for the year. That just goes for typical funds. Like if we got a website, obviously we sell merchandise and stuff like that. Right. Got garage and store stuff. We got pirate tables, tents, flags, all type of stuff. So gotta have some type of storage.
It costs money.
It costs money to run a team and stuff. I'm pretty sure you got all this equipment.
Yeah, my rugs cost money.
These bougie rugs, man. Listen, everything costs money in this world. So we charge people $200, which ain't much because most teams charge $350 or and maybe up. But we try to do stuff and once you join, you get in our chat and we, like, for example, for this year, we got a 2026 calendar. We already got something lined up. That don't mean that's the only things we're doing. We could always add stuff and stuff like that. So it kind of gives you something to look forward to. Come join other people, meet other people. It's good to be out there because not only if he joins, then it's also putting your name out there as well because now you could bring a podcast to the jet ski events and you could interview other people and, see what else everybody else is into, Well,
I'm bringing it to the jet ski world because of you, James, and we met here today. You guys got to head over to nycpirates.org, visit bayratsandbuoys.com, and sign up for both of us. We'll be happy to welcome you into the clubs 100% and check us out on the water. We will be out there looking for you guys, and hopefully you come join us and have a great day out there.
Definitely. Listen, be safe, everybody. Let's have a good summer coming 2026, good season, and look out for us because we're definitely going to be out there and we're going to do another podcast, so stay tuned.
That's right. We sure are. Wishing everybody bent rods, tight lines, and I'll see you out on the water.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Bay Rats and Buoys. Be sure to visit sandcitycharter.com and follow Captain Gage on all our social media channels.